Thank you so much for joining us. So let's take a look at the main events that have taken place today. Of course, it has been one that will go down in the history of Kenya. The Supreme Court finally gave its ruling on the presidential petition, with the 6-judge bench making a unanimous decision on the petition that challenged the credibility of the March 4th general election and the declaration of Uhuru Kenyatta as the president-elect of the country. In its ruling, the court dismissed petition 3, 4 and 5. The court ruled that the March 4th general election was free, fair, transparent and in accordance with the law. The court went further to rule that Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto were validly elected as the president and deputy president. It is a ruling that saw the court make a ruling on the rejected votes as well, and on that they ruled that rejected votes ought not to have been included in the final tally of the March 4th general election. Now the ruling means that Uhuru Kenyatta will be sworn in as the President of the Republic of Kenya on the 9th of April 2013, the first Tuesday, 7 days after the ruling by the Supreme Court as stipulated by the Constitution. It is then that Uhuru is expected to take his oath of office that will officially make him the 4th President of the Republic of Kenya. A few hours after that ruling by the Supreme Court, Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who was the 5th petitioner in this case, called a press briefing in which he accepted the decision of the court. Raila made it clear that his decision to challenge the results of the election was a reflection of his faith in the judiciary and that he did not harbor any personal grudge against anyone. Raila pledged to abide by the court's decision, saying not accepting the ruling will make it difficult for the country to move on. He wished President-elect Uhuru Kenyatta and his team well. So those are the events, the main events that have taken place. Of course, it has been a very eventful day with the Supreme Court giving its ruling on that presidential petition. The ruling that was given today essentially means that Uhuru Kenyatta remains the president-elect of the Republic of Kenya. Let's take a look at what happened this afternoon at the Supreme Court.
After extensive deliberations, we are happy to announce the Supreme Court has reached a unanimous decision on all the 4 issues that fell for the determination in presidential election petitions number 3, 4, and 5 as consolidated. The following is the unanimous decision of the court. 1. As to whether the presidential election held on March 4th, 2013 was conducted in a free, fair, transparent and credible manner in compliance with the provisions of the Constitution and all relevant provisions of the law. It is the decision of the compliance with the Constitution and the law. As to whether the 3rd and 4th respondents were validly elected and declared as President-elect and Deputy President-elect of the Republic of Kenya respectively by the 2nd respondent in the presidential elections held on 4th March 2013, it is the decision of the court that the 3rd and 4th respondents were validly elected. As to whether the rejected votes ought to have been included in determining the final tally of votes in favor of each of the presidential candidates by the 2nd respondent, it is the decision of the court that such rejected votes ought not to have been included in calculating the final tallies in favor of each presidential candidate. As to what consequential declarations, orders and reliefs that this honorable court ought to grant based on the above determinations, the following are orders of the court. Petition number 5 of the consolidated petitions is hereby dismissed. Petition number 4 of the consolidated petitions is hereby dismissed. As to petition number 3 of the consolidated petitions, the prayer by the petitioners seeking a declaration of recomputation of percentages by the 2nd respondent is declined, as the court has no jurisdiction. regarding orders as to costs, the court orders that each party bears its own costs. The detailed judgment containing reasons for decision of the court will be issued within 2 weeks from today. Orders accordingly.